Hello and welcome to Daily Records. I am Tommy Burton, and today we're going to be talking about Chris Bell's I Am the Cosmos, released actually in February of 1992. So this was a posthumous album because Chris Bell passed away some years before this. And for those of you who don't know, Chris Bell was really the founding member and other half of the very popular Memphis power pop band Big Star. Everybody knows Alex Chilton, particularly because of his work with the Box Tops and his later solo career and becoming a bit of a cult sort of figure in music. Chris Bell was the other half of that band, and he actually was the main member. He let Alex join this band. Chris Bell suffered from a lot of problems mentally and spiritually, for that matter. He did later become a born-again Christian. A lot of rumors are abound, and they're just rumors about his sexuality. Not really sure. I can't speak to that, but I will talk about the music collected here. The only thing that ever saw release from Chris Bell was a single on the Car label, I believe, of the title track, I Am the Cosmos, as well as a song called You and Your Sister, which is a beautiful ballad of the song. Beautiful ballad, I'm the Cosmos, power pop, very much in the vein of Big Star. So here's the dynamic of Big Star, just in a nutshell. I think Alex was all into sort of taking things apart, deconstructing them, flipping them back around, and basically loose and ragged. So as you listen to the Big Star albums, the first album, this sort of shimmering, power pop, bright, tight record, by the second Big Star album, after Chris had left the band, things start to get more ragged and loose. And of course, Big Star's third album is just, it's almost a nightmare in listening, not because the songs are terrible or anything like that, but I mean, things just break down, fall apart. Alex was very much into taking things and going against the convention. And so Chris Bell kind of languished in the background for many, many years because he passed away, unfortunately, in a car accident in Memphis. And this is the Omnivore Recordings release, just showing it to you. And part of the box set, if you check out my other channel, I show it on there. But the big box set, the complete Chris Bell, this has I Am the Cosmos as well as early stuff in it. But there is an individual release of this as well if you just want the album. Now, a little background on the album. A couple of tracks you may know. Speed of Sound, if you saw the movie Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, that song was used in that. And then, of course, there was a Flaming Lips compilation that used that song. As well as I Am the Cosmos. Later incarnations of Big Star kind of adopted it. Beck's done it. Quite a few people have done that song. It's just a classic pop song. Now, the other thing about this album, Chris Bell's brother David was really concerned about his brother's health, had taken him to Europe, trying to launch a legitimate solo career. Not quite working out, but he did actually end up recording with Geoff Emerick. I Am the Cosmos, the title track here, was actually mixed and engineered by Geoff Emerick, who recently passed away. Rest in peace, Geoff Emerick, one of the great engineers and producers of music. And so a lot of the recordings kind of sat around unissued, and finally when Ryko Disc in the early 90s started reissuing Big Star, they revisited Chris Bell's solo recordings and put together an album of that material, and that is this album, I Am the Cosmos. Now, if Alex Chilton kind of represented the ragged part of Big Star, the rough around the edges part, which a lot of people enjoy, including myself, Chris Bell was sort of the shining, shimmering, melodic. You can tell that listening to this, compared to Big Star's third, you mix this with Big Star's third and some of Alex Chilton's solo stuff, you kind of get close to figuring out what the first Big Star album was like. And so this guy had a lot to do with that Big Star sound, and rightfully so. And it's interesting because thanks to the documentary Nothing Can Hurt Me and some of the books, Chris Bell's finally starting to get his just due as one of the major collaborators in Big Star. For a long time, he kind of didn't get that because, for one, he died so young and so little was known. He basically spent the last part of his life not being a rock star, but being a manager at his family's Danvers restaurant in Memphis. So didn't quite have the same sort of build-up and luxuries that Alex Chilton had. But a great songwriter in his own right. Great pop songs. A lot of the songs like Better Save Yourself. Really spiritual. There Was a Light. There's also songs like Make a Scene, which is a great sort of rock number, later done by Van Buren. Look Up. Beautiful, beautiful track. And so worth seeking out. Chris Bell's I Am the Cosmos, today's Daily Record. Like, comment, subscribe, share, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You got anything to add? Let me know. Love interacting with you guys. In the meantime, I'll see you all again tomorrow with another Daily Record.